A computer system outage at the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration has brought flights to a standstill across the country. The FAA says that it has ordered airlines to pause all domestic departures for several hours. It is working to restore a system that alerts pilots to hazards and changes to airport facilities and procedures. Now, data from the flight tracking website FlightAware shows more than 1,200 delayed flights and over 100 canceled flights just after 7 a.m. Eastern Time. So let's get more on this. We are joined from New York by journalist Jens Korte. Jens, what more can you tell us about this?
Yeah, well, it's definitely not necessarily a pleasure flying in the United States at this time. Either you have whether you have a tight schedule or now some technical problems. So what we know so far, it's probably a system that is affected where the FAA can get in touch with crews, with pilots to inform them, for example, about some important information for the flight. So that system is obviously not working at this moment. So what we're hearing is there are supposed to be no domestic flights, at least until 9 a.m. So that's for another hour. And then we have to wait and see what happens next. Initially, at least in the pre-market trading on Wall Street, you did see some pressure on airline stocks, even if that has eased a bit. But if there might be a cyber attack, if it just might be a technical issue, that's something we don't know yet, but it's a developing story.
Jens, what does this mean for planes already in the air?
Well, as far as I understand, theoretically, it is still possible to land planes safely here in the United States. I've heard that also there had been some takeoffs actually on international airports, for example, from Japan approaching the United States. So if that means that the FAA and also the airlines themselves believe this issue will be solved rather quickly, that could be a hint at that. But as far as I understand, there is no need to, for example, reroute the planes to, let's say, Canada or somewhere else. But as I said, it's a developing story, and we have to see. But I have seen some reports that some international planes actually have taken off approaching the United States.
Thank you so much, Jens. And I understand you're going to continue to follow this breaking news. As we mentioned, a computer system outage forcing the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration to bring flights to a standstill across the country. Jens, thanks for your reporting.